today I'm with Birdie.
And I'm with my son Cricket.
And we're here with the
Western Equestrian team. And we're here to ask them a couple questions. Hello guys. Today we're here with 4 members of the Western Equestrian team, and I'm gonna have them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Sergliano. I'm from Patterson, New York, and I'm in the beginner class.
Hi, I'm Rachel Von Hagen. I'm from Bath, New York, and I'm in the open division.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Beardsley. I'm from Silver Springs, New York, and I'm also in the open division.
Hi, I'm Jess Bongard. I'm from Webster, New York, and I'm in advanced.
Well, since we got the easy stuff out the way, when did y'all start riding horses and when did you start competing?
So I started riding horses when I was 8 years old, and I started competing when I came to college 4 years ago.
I started riding when I was about 9 and soonly started competing around 10.
I started riding horses about 5 ever since I could remember, but I didn't start competing seriously until I was probably 8.
I started riding horses last semester when I came to Alfred, and I started competing at the same time.
Alright, I got another question. What is one thing someone who has never seen the Western Equestrian sport need to know about it? So something very interesting about your sport.
Well, when we ride, we have to, look presentable. We have to wear these pants called chaps, which are just leather, and they have little frillies on the side. We have to wear cowboy boots, a cowboy hat, and like a button-down shirt.
So when I tell people that I'm on the equestrian team, they always tell me, like, what is that? Is that like going over jumps or whatever? So I always have to tell them it's the same thing. It's like the cowboy hat, the chaps, the boot, and all that. And we don't go over jumps or anything or barrels. We're all just judged on how we maneuver our horse around the ring.
Yeah, so something that is really important to really understand is that the horses that we practice on aren't the horses that we compete on. When we show up to a show, they're horses that we've never ridden before and that we've never had any experiences with. So it's really up to the rider to be able to adapt and really become, a partner with that horse while they're showing.
So when someone gets on a horse, or a few people all get on horses at the same time, a group of like 3 or 4 people will all come to the same rider and then get them ready and change the number on the horse and everything, kind of get them used to what they're doing on the horse and kind of focus in, and then they go into the ring, and we stand on the sidelines and watch as they ride in the ring.
So now, how do y'all communicate with your horses?
So there's this thing called a bridle on the horse's face. It's a bunch of pieces of leather, and then there's a bit inside their mouth that's all connected. And one way that we can communicate with the horse is actually through the reins. They're connected to the bit in their mouth. So we hold those in our hand. We don't really use them very much, but they're just a tool that we can use to communicate with the horse.
Yeah, another way is through our seat and our legs. So sitting in the saddle, whether you are sitting forward or sitting back, really changes the way that the horse will interact with you.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that all we have really is our reins. But actually it's our seat and our legs that are probably the most important when we're riding.
And I guess another big thing is like your attitude when you're riding. You should be able to stay very calm and not anxious, because the horse can definitely feel if you have a lot of anxiety.
Alright, another question. How do you guys prepare to ride a horse you've never rode before?
The worst answers, but I guess definitely first you have to start with tacking your horse. So you're gonna have to first clean their hooves and get your saddle on and make sure they're all clean. Probably be better.
Yeah, when you're preparing to ride like a horse in a show you've never ridden before, one of the things we do like right in the morning is they warm all of the horses up, so we can kind of watch other riders on the horses, get an idea for how they ride. And then we usually talk to people that we know have ridden the horse to give with some pointers.
Yeah, I think it's a big mental game. You kind of have to, before going in, you have to kind of just take a deep breath and just know that you know how to handle a horse and that you know how to compete and get through a pattern or get around the rail. So I think having that mental breath and mind over matter type thing.
So I guess the biggest thing for a lot of riders is just kind of like where they should be thinking or putting all their energy. Like we were saying, is like you have to stay very calm. Don't really think about, you know, I've never ridden this horse before, what do I do? Because the horse knows what to do, you just have to tell it. And you have to tell it very kindly and very lightly, you know, very direct. And if you let your nerves overcome you, then obviously you might ask the wrong way, and then there's a little miscommunication. So it's kind of, it's not like driving a car, there's more to it. It's a mind driving a mind, but it's all about where you're focused. Yeah.
Oh, what?
I don't know, I was gonna say one more thing. Every horse is a good.
It's overtime.
It's overtime.
Right, every-
Alright, quick. What's your favorite horse movie?
Secretariat.
Secretariat.
Secretariat. National Velvet?
If I bought you a horse today, what would you name it?
Indy.
Bruce, if it's a boy.
I don't know.
Cowgirl.
Rosie.
Okay, last one. Favorite place you've ever ridden a horse before?
Grand King.
A big open field where I can just run.
I rode a horse down in Tampa, Florida once.
Mary and Mark's Pizzeria.
What?
And Dollar General.
When could somebody catch a Western Equestrian show?
We actually have our regional competition this Sunday. Starts at 10 a.m.
At AU, Equestrian Barn.
Yep.